Hello boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. This is Constantine with Car Motion. Today I'm presenting you the Maserati Gran Turismo. It's 2017 and it's a sport model. You can see by the different style of the front bumper. That means it's a sport edition. There's three levels. There's the base, there's the sport, and the MC model. So this is like a middle range, original MSRP around 150. It's a pretty good deal. So just to give you a quick walk around, like I said, it's 2017 models. This is a white Bianco something color. It has a fancy name for it. It's not really white, it's like off-white, which I like much better. Black top. I took off the tints. I'm not a big fan of tints, especially on convertible. So first thing I do when I buy a car, I take off the stupid tints. I really don't like tints at all. It makes car older at least 10 years. And I know it's Florida, but yeah. And another thing is that the first thing I did, I painted the wheels gunmetal. They were black, which in my book is just ghetto. I'm sorry, black wheels, you don't see wheels, you see black arches. Where's the wheel? You don't see the wheels, you don't see the shape. And gunmetal is very in right now. I'm not a big fan of silver, but gunmetal is just perfect, just enough for you to see the wheels. Coming around, it's a typical Italian Pininfarina design, coupe, exotic. This car is not considered to be a supercar, but it is in an exotic car territory. Anything over 100,000 is considered to be exotic. Pininfarina badge, ventilated, brakes all around with red contrast calipers. This is 20-inch wheels, 285s in the back and 245s in the front, staggered. It has xenon lights with daytime LED running lights right there. Quite low car, you have to be very careful when arriving to parking stopper just like that. I would not be able to go over that. I would probably leave the bumper right there. As much as I love the design of the Pininfarina, and of course you guys all heard of the sound of this car. They say it better than Ferrari. It's true. Depends which Ferrari, of course. So despite that, the key is very ancient. This is like 2001 kind of key, probably a Volkswagen source key, which is disappointing. For $150,000 you pay. At least in 2017, most cars of $50,000 price range were already keyless entry. But let's see. Push the button. There's no sound. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, what happened? Okay. Yeah, there's sound. So there's like a sensor here. You push. It opens the door. Another thing I did, I changed rear posters, this whole door card with leather, because Maserati, shame on you for using the cheapest plastic like this one. Cheapest injected plastic, which leaves marks, which heats up, and it's sticky plastic. Really shame on an exotic car like this. Seats, very comfortable seats, no questions. Maserati about seats. Embroidery, contrast stitching, very well done, very straight stitches, no questions whatsoever. Comfort level, very nice. I have to point out one thing, heater for the seats, 3 levels, right? I drive, heater turns on by itself. Out of the blue, just turns on. And it's kind of annoying because this is Florida and I'm driving with hot seat. Another thing that's annoying, I'm sorry I have to go over the things for you so you guys consider this bezel frame. I just think it's really bad. But you cannot source it. You cannot buy this frame. You have to buy the whole thing. I went to Maserati dealer. They said, oh, if you want to change, it's all going to cost you $18,000. Okay, thank you. Bye. So yeah, you cannot buy this frame and just change it. And the funny thing is, this plastic is okay. It's cheap, but it's okay. It's not sticky plastic. This is bad. It's sticky, it's scratchy. This is nice and painted. I wish they did it the whole thing like that, but they didn't. Same thing here on top, painted. You see? You hear it. Sticky and leaves marks. To change this whole thing, I don't even know how much, but in Maserati, but I went to another place. They quoted me $2,500 to reupholster all these things. This is much better. Like I said, I did the whole cart. It's much better, not sticky at all. Cost me $2,000 for 2 door cards. Okay, steering wheel. I love steering wheel, and this is actually Ferrari steering wheel on a sport model. Except for the Ferrari, it had buttons here. This one doesn't have buttons. Huge paddle shifters are really big. I love that. Feel great. This car actually is very fun and playful to use paddle shifters. Maserati, I really thank you for that. Let's move on here. Also, I painted this whole thing. I had it painted because it was really bad. It's scratched out, really bad thing. You cannot source it anywhere. You just have to take it off and paint it. So is this part. I bought it on eBay. This cover was very stretched out. Back seat, surprisingly, has a lot of room. So if you guys consider a sport coupe with room, this is the best choice probably. This really has some space on the back to take your 2 of your friends. Very interesting that you didn't want to save money on this and they wrapped it. I think it's fine. It's not leather, it's a leather red, but still thank you so much for that. Usually car manufacturers don't do that. This is plastic, but it's not sticky plastic, it's not bad. Plastic. Huge frame mirror. Could be frameless, but that's okay. Alright, so let's hear it. The best part of this car is of course the engine. Let's hear it. Very nice cold start. Funny thing about the Maserati, it says it has check engine light, which disappears 30 minutes after. So the car checks itself, so it's normal to have check engine light. It's going to disappear now. Car has only, yeah, it just disappeared. So 21,000 miles. This is 2017 with 21,000 miles. What can I say about this car? So first of all, you buy this car for the engine. As the Enzo Ferrari said, you pay for the engine. The car is free. It's so true for this car as well, because it's a Ferrari sourced engine, 4.7 atmosphere straight engine, no turbos, 560 I think horsepower. Engine sounds, it's better than a Ferrari. Not all Ferraris of course, but Portofino, let me just get rid of that. Portofino, California, this sounds better than those cars. I don't know how they achieve it. Incredible. Maserati, good for you. Second, suspension is very nice actually. It's not gonna beat you up. This is a good daily driver car, guys. It just drives like a regular car, really. You put it off the sport mode, you want to play with it, you can play with it, but if you're tired of playing with it, just put it on a regular mode and you'll enjoy a regular car experience. Steering wheel, very light actually. It turns very light. My Jaguar has a tighter steering wheel feel than this. So it makes it easy to drive, okay? As far as driving, handling wise, it's okay. It's not super sharp handling, but it's decent actually. I had a Saab 9.3 Aero 2008, I think, and that car drove better than this as far as handling. Yes, guys, don't laugh. I'm serious. Saab 9.3 Aero drives better than this car. I know you're gonna be like, are you crazy? Yes, trust me. But like I said, engine, suspension, incredible. Looks, those three things. Quality materials, Maserati. I'm sorry, you made this car since what, 2012, or I don't know exactly, maybe even 9. All these years you could not improve here and there, make little changes. I mean, really. Alright, so what else? I want to say something that this is not the car that you want to drive in the rain. I have that Mercedes CL all-wheel drive. That car doesn't care about rain, doesn't care about any weather. It's just so nice and planted, it just doesn't care. This car, you have to hold on to it. It's a rear-wheel drive car, huge tires, 285s in the wet, and it's a little bit wet. Car doesn't feel completely safe. It doesn't feel completely safe. Maybe it's normal for sports cars like this not to feel completely planted when it's wet. I know it's not a all-wheel drive car, but I would not drive this car too much in the rain. That's I noticed. As far as gas, I'm surprised. I always have it on the sport mode. I drive it hard. It does okay. Gas wise, it does okay. I don't stop on every gas station. What else? You probably saw videos before about this ancient unit, which doesn't make any sense. What is this? It doesn't make any sense. I have to choose source, and what do? I push it, and it's not this, and then I push it again, and that's navigation again. That's aux again. What is going on here? I don't understand. This is typical climate control unit, straightforward, but also ancient, very ancient. Yeah, this is from, I don't know, 80s probably, maybe 90s. I don't know what this means. Does it mean that I can drive on ice? I don't know. I haven't looked at the book yet. So other than that, it's pretty good. The car actually does raise and lowers the top while driving. I think it's up to like 25 miles an hour, which is nice to have. You don't have to stop completely. Trunk. Let me show you the trunk, guys. Extremely hard to open the trunk. What is that? Maserati. I mean, I have muscles, but geez, I don't want to do this every time. I want to go in the trunk. Size wise, tiny. To be expected. No button, no electric assist, nothing. Very nice sound of exhaust. Let me change it to sport and you feel the difference. What is that? I guess a little different note. I'm gonna take it for a quick spin. Kind of uncomfortable to reach for the seat belt. It's a lot of convertibles also do that, except Mercedes. It hangs you the thing. This car actually has a backup, which was installed aftermarket for $1,500. Otherwise, you would not have that. In 2017. No backup camera. Okay, driving a Maserati Gran Turismo 2017. This car is very low, so you have to be careful with the speed bumps. What's funny about this car, you can take it up to 30 miles an hour and it feels like it's going 80 sound wise. The exhaust feels like raving, like I'm raving to 5,000 RPM, which I'm only like 1,500, 2,000. That's kind of amazing to me. And as I brake, it downshifts. Very nice. I love the sound of downshifts in sport mode. It puts a smile on your face. You know, when I saw videos before of reviews of sports cars like this one, guys like this, I was like, why are they like? No, it really does that to you. You cannot help it. You cannot help to rev this car. You cannot help to drive in the sport mode. You cannot go like, it's amazing. It's put that kind of emotion into you. So this car is good for emotional driving. Okay, so I'm gonna take it to this little street here with no bumps. I'm not gonna open the windows to hear more of the exhaust sound for you guys. Okay, I'm not gonna drive more than 40 miles an hour, but you can hear it. Amazing, or what? 20 miles an hour. You hear the crackers? Holy moly. I'm not breaking any speed limits. I'm driving 20, 30 miles an hour. And this is what it does. See, this is what I mean. You can't help it. Neighbors probably think there's some race in Dictador here somewhere. It's driving 60 miles an hour. No, it was like 25 miles an hour. Amazing. Maserati, good for you. Work on interiors. My heart is racing with adrenaline. Thank you, Maserati. Also, this weird beeping noises. I just arrived. I took off my belt. Why is it beeping at me? I'm supposed to take off my belt when I arrive, right? Why is it beeping at me? Parking, there's nothing in front of me. It's beeped like it's parking, so I have to turn off parking sensors and all. Maserati, you gotta fix all these things, okay? Alright, so let me show you the monster engine. Let me show you where it is. It's a little tricky to open this thing. It's like you would think it's here, right? No, it's not here. For some reason, it's all the way here. I gotta check this out. Check this out. Can you believe that? It's even shaped like a Ferrari engine. It's just that little thing that says Maserati on it. Most of it is covered. It's big, huge piece of plastic. Even this plastic is better than interior plastic. Maserati, why are you doing this? Yeah. Beautiful. Gigantic monster engine. And we're just gonna close it. Okay guys, and that concludes my review of this 2017 Maserati Gran Turismo. If you enjoyed my content, don't forget to subscribe, give me some likes or comments. If you have a car like this, if you have anything else you wanna add to it. My conclusion, This is a $50 car, $50,000 car. Okay, 20,000 miles. Original price 150. Picked it up for 50 grand. Is it worth 50,000? As a second car, maybe, because this is basically it's almost like a Ferrari for 50,000. You know, it does the thing. It looks good. It sounds good. I don't know the maintenance yet, but do I love it? I like it. I don't love it. And that's the thing with me. That car over there, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. If I sell it, I want to buy another. I love it so much. This, I think I would sell it and I'm not gonna miss it. So this is my conclusion to you guys. I wanted this car. I had it for a while. I'm gonna play with it, and I'm probably gonna move on to something more serious. Maybe Mercedes AMG GT 2018 and up. So, but in the meantime, it's a nice toy to play with. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video.